So there is a pretty big announcement that just happened for Duet Night Abyss, and that is regarding this whole global launch special program that's happening on the 25th, which is going to be exactly 1 week from the time this video uploads, and also it's going to be just a few days before the official launch of this title. So more importantly though is what we could really expect to see going forward, and all of these special system changes and additions that we have not really seen prior. For instance, in some of the interviews that they put out, they already talked about stuff like the dyeing system, that you'll be able to dye your character's skins, their normal outfits, as well as their weapons. And it's not just going to be a thing where you just pick one color and it'll automatically apply to everything. You'll be able to individually dye specific parts of your characters and your weapons, which that thing is already really exciting. But talking about the special program, it's stating that the live stream is set to begin on October 25th at 1900+8, and I believe we can see the live stream right here. So it's going to be 7 a.m. in the morning for me as an Eastern US. So that means I'll have to wake up decently early in order to cover it live. But we've got, obviously you can see a lot of people who are excited in chat, posting all these messages for support, hoping that the game is good and that believing that it's gonna be nuts. And honestly, I'm going to agree there. This has so much potential to turn into something really, really special, and I honestly cannot wait for it. This character trailer, which I did pre-watch, though I will watch again because it is a very, very interesting trailer. The character is going to be Rebecca, which we already know of because she was actually the featured unit prior in the skin gacha polls advertisement that we covered previously. So we're going to be getting a better look at her right now.
Tonight is a beautiful night.
Got the main character walking up.
And a romantic encounter. It's you. Come in search of the destined one.
All right.
Have you? Come closer. Don't look away. Let me show you how to craft this one and only fragrance of love.
They're definitely really trying to sell you on this character.
The top note is like a first encounter, a sweet breathless rush, swelling like an irresistible tide.
Now we're going to be getting to more of a combat section.
Like intimate whispers, breathed from skin to skin.
And as you can see, like always, the enemy density in this game is going to be huge.
Now there's nothing left in this world that can part us.
She does seem to be pretty floaty. Maybe you can see the skin changing.
Passion always fades, but what remains when the tide ebbs is a fragrance that never leaves. Just like the bass note, a lingering aftertaste, tinged with bitterness.
I'm not like those two-faced grown-ups. Tabitha always keeps her word. Look, that's the one.
And this was your first encounter with your destined one.
So I can say right here that she definitely has some kind of craziness to her, or like some level of intensity. I mean, just going off from the initial appearance right here where we've got the main character walking up and she just like turns to look at him, and there's like that whole sting from the violin. Also, something interesting to note as well is it seems like they're going for a similar thing to Wuthering Waves, and where they're going for more European voice actors than they are for English voice actors, which is definitely interesting to see. It's also kind of funny because when it came to like anime games as well, one game that I am very fond of, which is Xenoblade Chronicles, did actually wind up having that happen when it comes to their English localization, because Nintendo of America didn't want to localize it, so the European French had to do it, and thus they all had European voice actors and accents. So it's really kind of funny seeing that happen in so many other games nowadays. But another thing to note as well when it comes to this trailer is that it seems like they're doing a similar thing to Wuthering Waves, where they're showcasing both the male MC and the female MC within different shots. Because right here, that's like clearly the male MC, but I'm pretty sure over here, yeah, in or like the character walking towards her might be the female one in this shot, reflected in the water. And I think there were a couple other shots that showed the female MC instead as well in this trailer. So that's definitely interesting to note. Another thing that I'm just really loving in these character trailers and showcases is just how much enemy density that they are showcasing, because like this isn't just trailer magic, this is actually what the game looks like right here. And I'm really hoping that we get to see more gameplay focused stuff going forward, because there is a lot, and I do mean a lot, of interesting stuff to look at gameplay wise when it comes to Duet Night Abyss. Obviously, this is going to be showing one of the weekly bosses that they're fighting in this game. And granted, a lot of this is going to be in Japanese because it was part of the Tokyo Game Show showcase. But you've got like the opening cutscene. They're going to be showing off mixture of like the game or the melee combat as well as the range combat and the character's own abilities. But another thing we can like note right there is the combo system when using a melee weapon. But it's already looking like this game's going to have a pretty decent level of intensity, especially when it comes to the boss fights themselves. And we got different like phase changes, and actual state of like the arena itself and how much is being covered here, like how much ground. It looks like it's going to be combat that's not just designed for like a single person, but like a whole team fighting against these bosses. But you can see this guy not really dodging all that well himself, and Where are you aiming at? He's just hitting the air. I'm gonna have such a good time playing this game though. But another thing to note when it comes to this fight, alongside the combo system itself, is the fact that there's not just the health bar itself, which does seem to have certain gates regarding like phase changes and stuff, but also has like a stagger bar, which if we look ahead a little bit in this gameplay showcase, pretty sure we can see him actually break the boss or break the stagger bar. Yeah, and we can see up here that the enemy gets staggered and then they go down, and there is a 150% multiplier on the damage dealt to the boss while it's staggered. So that's definitely going to be something interesting like going forward in the game itself, like combat wise. We could wind up seeing builds that are centered around staggering enemies so that you can get those massive multipliers and do like huge nukes to the bosses. Another thing that I'm not really sure people have covered is there seems to be an SP system for a lot of the skills in that we can see in the bottom right. Actually, if I move my camera up, we definitely have a lot of interesting news and gameplay to look forward to. I will make sure to just like dig in and find as much as I possibly can, especially because it does seem that they are going to be getting a bit more active with their communication marketing going forward, especially with this huge teaser for the global launch program. So I am really excited for that. And be sure that you guys are all excited and prepared for it as well. If you are enjoying my coverage of Duet Night Abyss and would like to see more of this game as well as other games like Ananta in the future, be sure to subscribe to my channel so that you can keep up with all of the news. Also, when the game comes out, I'll be making sure to put out as many gameplay guides, showcases, character builds, basically as much as I can figure out about this game, I will cover. So be sure to join the channel, join the conversation, and have a great time alongside everybody else in my community. Let me know what you are most excited about when it comes to Duet Night Abyss going forward. Like if it's the characters, if it's the combat, the like build crafting potential that we've already seen. We've also seen some stuff when it comes to the character menus in Duet Night Abyss as well. And that's the SP stat right there. And we can see, and this character seems to have a maximum of 232. So again, a lot of stuff to look forward to in this game. But with that all out of the way, thank you all so much for watching, and as always, I will see you all next time.